everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I personally like to contour. In this video it'll mostly be cream contouring. I will do another video if you would like on how to powder contour. My hair is being a little crazy right now. So if you would like to see a video on how I like to contour using powder, then like this video so I know that you would like to see that. Other than that, if you'd like to see how I like to cream contour, then just keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be briefly showing you how to contour and highlight. Okay, so I've already did my brows and I already did my eye makeup. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just apply my foundation. And I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation in the color 05. And I'm just going to shake that. Put a couple pumps on the back of my hands. I'm almost out. That's why I'm pumping it so much. I'm actually going to go this weekend to try and find a good foundation. Okay, and I'm just going to, this is from the BH Cosmetics contour brush set, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that into my skin. I really like this foundation because it's very lightweight, but I don't know, I've been trying to try out different foundations. I know I heard the Makeup Forever foundation was really good, also the Estee Lauder foundation. Let me know your thoughts. I tend to go for more of a drugstore foundation only because, you know, foundation is something that we use all the time. So I rather spend a little bit than a lot. But, you know, the skin is very important when it comes to makeup. Make sure when you apply your foundation that you drag it down your neck. You don't want to be having two tones. Okay. So I'm just blending that out. Alright. Now, make sure that you always set your foundation, no matter if it's like a translucent powder or a powder with color in it, because you don't want your foundation to be moving around a lot. Okay. And right now I'm just grabbing whatever powder, and I have the Revlon Naked one, which is like this. And honestly, my favorite brush to apply that has to be the e.l.f. powder brush. If I can find it, and excuse the dirtiness of it. It's pretty dirty. I haven't washed it, but just do that. And I like to pat, because you're basically patting the powder on to the foundation, which is going to help it stay in place. And I did put a little bit of concealer underneath my foundation before I put that on. Alright, so what I like to do first when it comes to either contouring or highlighting, depending on the area or what I'm doing for that day, normally I like to contour. And actually this is the exact same steps that I do my makeup in. I always do my brows first, then my eye makeup, then I do my face, and then I do my contour. The only reason why I do that is because if I'm going for a darker, smokier look, I rather not have fallout on top of the foundation that I've already applied. So that's why I do my eyes, brows, and then my face, because then you're kind of just wasting your product, because then you'll have to apply more foundation to cover up the areas that fell off pretty much. And I contour two different ways. There can either be like a powder contour. In that case, I will use the Beverly Hills Anastasia contour kit, and this was $40. Or a cheaper alternative that's using a cream is basically using this here. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Toast. Depending on your skin tone, you can use different ones. Let me get this one here, if I can find it. Alright, see, so this one's for someone that's a little bit more lighter. This is the Cool Tan concealer, and then this is the Toast concealer. They're both by the same brand. I honestly, these were like $2.99 maybe, so not even expensive. These are concealers for under your eyes, but I like to use it for contouring. only because it's a cheaper alternative and it's a cream base, so it's easier to blend. So let's jump right into it. I always like to use toast, and a little bit goes a long way, so be careful. You always want to start with applying a little bit when it comes to a darker tone, because it's going to be harder for you to blend it out. Okay, so the areas that I like to contour, everyone knows there's different ways and there are different areas that you contour. The basics is the forehead, the cheekbones, and don't forget to do your neck, your jawline, because if you do this and this, then you're kind of like, it's like a step that you don't really need to do, but you can do it, because if you don't do it, it's not going to complete the entire look. So I'll kind of just show you a little bit. So I just squeeze it out, and it's a very dark tone, I'll tell you that right now. And what I like to do is kind of warm it up on the back of my hand first, and then I apply it to my face. So then you want to do the fishy face. The fishy face is where your cheekbones go sunk in. An easier way to do that is apply a brush and go like that. So essentially you would just put the contour there, okay? And you don't want to bring it too close to your mouth, because then it'll just like connect. So I'm just going to do it, and then you can just watch me how I do it. Okay, so I did that, and then I'm going to go ahead and just do my forehead. And you can do more, you can contour your nose if you want to. Honestly, I don't really do that with this, because this is a little bit more harder to blend out. Shh, lady, please. And the brush that I like to use, there's two different brushes. They're both by BH Cosmetics, and they're both from the Contour brush line. Excuse my brushes, like I said, they're a little bit dirty. This one is more precise, so it's like angled, and this one is more fluffy, but it's angled also. Whenever you blend out your contour, you want it to go up. You don't want to contour down, because it's going to make your face droop, so you always want to contour up. So I'm going to use this brush and then just kind of watch how I do it. And I do it in circular motions. I know I look ridiculous, but this is the process. Alright, so I did that, and I'm gonna just contour this. Like I said, you have to contour up your face, not down. I know one time I was doing this and my boyfriend walked in and he's like, "What the hell do you have on your face?" And then I blended it out and he's like, "Oh." Alright, so now I'm gonna compare this side to this and this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this side. Another brush that a lot of people have been using is by NARS. I don't exactly know the name of it. I didn't go out and buy it because it's basically like a not a fan brush. If I can, I'll insert a picture of here somewhere, but it's like $40, and I'm not going to spend $40 for a brush just to contour. So you have to work with what you got. And I'm just going to blend this out. You are going to see some lining, but once you blend everything out, it'll look a little bit better. You just want to make sure to blend out all the harsh lines. Excuse my hair, it's still wet. I'm gonna like fix it later. Alright, so essentially that is your contour. If you want a more if you want a more like structured face, you can do more. I'm just gonna do it a little bit more just because I want it, you know, like a strong contour. Not that strong, but alright, so here I went ahead and just put another layer of the Toast concealer, and it just kind of contoured it a little bit more. Now what I would like to do is highlight. My honestly, my favorite highlighter has to be the NYX HD Concealer, and I get this in the color Light, CW03 Light. There's also a glow one that's specifically for concealing, but I like to conceal and highlight at the very same time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it in the normal areas where I contour. Lady, come on now. Which is underneath my eyes. And I like to highlight underneath my eyes a lot. You don't have to do it as down as I do it, but that's just what I'm used to. Also do the little fan in between your brows, a little bit down the nose. I like to highlight on the top of my and this is a lot of stuff that people don't remember. You have to highlight underneath your contour to make your contour look contour, if that makes any sense. So a little bit there, a little bit there. You don't have to do that step if you don't want to, but I feel like that accentuates the contour a little bit more. And the brush that I like to use, this is by Sonia Kashuk, and this is just a flat blush. This is my favorite brush for the under eye area. So I'm just gonna blend it out, and I'm just doing like tapping motions. And everybody's face shape is different. The perfect face shape is oval. Oval is oval. And mine is kind of like a square, I guess. And basically, lady, the darker areas is contouring. That's where you want to make it like, okay, the reason why I contour is to slim my face down, and the reason why you do this is to separate your neck from your chin to where it doesn't make you look like you have a double chin. And if you have a big forehead, you might not want to put a lot of highlight, because that will show your forehead even more. Contouring, if you have a big forehead, you want to contour your forehead to make your forehead look smaller. So highlight is what you want to bring attention to emphasize. So you want to emphasize your eyes and make your cheeks go up. So that's why you contour this area here. I mean, you highlight this area here, you contour this because you want to slim your face down, if that makes any sense. Now let me finish doing this. And like I said, patting. Well, I like to pat. You can use whatever you want. A lot of people like using a beauty blender, but I honestly don't like it. And like I said, that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And if you haven't already, I'm hosting a giveaway on my Instagram. All the information will be there, and there will be a video also. I'll put the video down below so you can check that out. And here I just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It will make a harsh line where your contour is at, but once you put powder on top, it'll help blend it out. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You see here's highlight, contour. But I like to put powder to help set everything, because you don't want to do all that work and then not even help, if that makes any sense. And then for powder contour, I like to use, this is an angled brush, and I got this from a set by BH Cosmetics. I got this like when I first started doing makeup. My boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas one year. And these brushes, their brushes last a very, very long time. The first brush set I ever got was from BH Cosmetics, and it was like $30 for like a 28-piece brush set. I want to say they still have it, but they have a lot of they have a lot more affordable brushes. That was just the one that I wanted because it had all of them. And you want to move it back and forth. And the color that I'm actually using is this one here. This one here, which happens to be, let me check, is Fawn by Anastasia. And don't forget to do that there. You don't need to use a high-end bronzer, or you don't have to use high-end stuff. These are just stuff that I like to use. But BH Cosmetics has a contour kit. NYX came out with the cream contour palette, which I'm dying to get my hands on. I went to Ulta and they didn't have it, so next time I go I really want to get it. But yeah, and then I use that. But one of my all-time favorite bronzers is Hoola by Benefit. And I always like to pop a little bit, because that really deepens it up. Like Fawn is more of a cool tone, and I use Benefit because it's a warmer tone, just to like to warm it up, I guess. All right. And you have to set your under eye area because it will crease. I use a contour kit again, but you don't have to use a contour kit. You can use a translucent powder. You can use anything to help do that, but I'm using Banana. Just kind of dust that on there. I'm really wanting to get one of those brushes that's like pointed. I don't know, I'll put a link down here. I know Morphe has one, but I just haven't ordered one. You want to make sure to blend everything out. I don't blend everything out until after I've already applied my blush. And for today, I'm using this e.l.f. blush, and this is in the color Mellow Mauve. And this was like $3. And I'm just going to get, this is a Real Techniques blush brush. And I like to put my blush up here on top of my contour, so it'll make my cheekbones more bam. If I do it on the apples of my cheeks, it kind of makes my face look chubby. So it's up to you. You can put your blush wherever you honestly like to put it, but this is where I've been liking it lately. And this may be a lot for some people. You don't have to do it as dramatic, or you know, as dramatic as how I'm doing it right now, but I just have like beat face right now. And I don't know, for some reason I just like to dust it on right here just to give me some color. So now that we have all of our blush, contour, highlight, everything applied, I really like using a stippling brush to blend it all out. And this is another one by BH Cosmetics. And you want to just stipple in circular motions. You don't want to stipple down because that's bringing the product down. You want to stipple up so it's moving everything up. Don't forget to stipple your neck, because remember you did apply some powder there. So since this video is more of a cream contour, I will be doing another one later for a powder type of contour. And this is very important for any time you do your makeup. I always like to do a finishing spray. This one's by NYX. This is a matte finishing spray. I'm more of a matte type of person, only because my skin can be very oily at some times. So that's why I like to use this one here. And you kind of just do this. I kind of overdid it, but y'all get the idea. And there is contour and beat face. Like I said, this is just the way that I've been doing it lately. My favorite is the LA Girl. You can get them online. A lot of more like Asian beauty supply stores have them, but hey, I'm not one to judge, you know. I go there too. I buy makeup there, you know. Just kind of do whatever you feel is you. I mean, if you're not comfortable with doing a lot of contouring and highlighting, you don't have to do it. These are just options that you have available if you like makeup a lot like I do. But that's pretty much covers it up. That's kind of how I contour and highlight. My favorite way is with the cream, using Toast. But I know sometimes I just contour just with this, or sometimes I'll just use powder. So it's very, very different for everybody. Everyone has their own opinion. This is just how I've been doing my contour and highlight recently. You can do a little bit of shimmer on the top of the cheekbones, but normally my skin gets oily, like I said, so I don't like to put shimmer, because it'll make me look more oily sooner than what I normally do get oily, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's pretty much the tips that I give to contour. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you like it. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye. I hope this helped you.